super easy.
We'll find out.
The enrage is almost non-existent.
Time to collect the vulns.
Collect the Vuln stacks? Yeah, I love Vuln stacks.
Wow, he just jumps to the middle. How thoughtful of him. I don't remember what that does. Oh, it says raid.
Nothing.
No, it makes those little things that are gonna shoot. They're gonna fly forward. Whoa, okay, and then he fucking cleaved 4 times. And then the shot forward. That's pretty fun. Alright.
Okay, I didn't have to move so quickly.
Citrus.
I'm thinking that might have been an original thing.
I think that's a shareable.
That would also make sense. Well, we're gonna miss tech groups.
Cool. Liking it so far.
Alright, guess A and B stacks just like in Shiva.
I had to go do something.
I was staring at building right there.
So in the beginning, we should probably just like stack south, and not be stacked south later.
Oh wait, it comes out with the first thing.
Nope.
So we're all gonna go north.
Oh.
They went west.
Original thing. Well, it might also be a stack, but it's definitely a directional component.
It's definitely directional, but it looked like he was hitting Salenta.
Yeah.
Well, the old me at the end there, which is directional, it certainly makes sense.
It might be a thing where he is, well, no, it looked like all of the attacks were in the same direction.
There's 2 of them.
Yeah, like I said, we need attack groups.
Shiva stacks.
We need a stack further out. He did an AoE close that hit us from a 70k and then did his drop that did a...
Oh.
So, if we're starting out south, then we should have the tanks go to A or B, and then have the rest of the party go to the other side.
So one thing did look apparent. Those X's dropped where the players were and were firing in the direction they were facing.
Yeah, so I mean, something that we could also do is we can just bait those so that they're shooting off of the arena.
It's fine.
Well, I was also just thinking that, well, you could have Tam turn it around so Tylay can get his positionals. Then they're all firing in a straight line, and then we can bait the whatever three-part name is to the side.
Yeah.
I think that's kind of what Carrot was proposing. But yeah, I think Tam can stay north of that, since they're just being baited north-south anyway. So
And
how about go to the left side, the A side, and everybody else go to the right side.
Everyone else should go to C then, because since those things are going to go straight north and south, the sides in the back are safe.
That's fine. Just anywhere on the right side is fine.
It's just that cleave looks real big.
Well, I'll be putting due west, so.
Oh, could you try stacking with me for that citrus thing?
Yep. I was just trying to process what happened with the cleaves. I was not paying attention. You gotta go east.
No,
So
you
that
point
was
that.
what's-
Oh, the last hit hits the tank.
No, that looks directional as well.
So here's another possibility. It might be that he swings once at each tank and once at each healer. Because there are 4 hits, and it looks like he turned there at the last second.
There are
He definitely
five.
turned to hit me.
There are 5 hits.
So we should let's try having a group at each of A, B, C, D. We can use our Shiva positions or whatever for stacking our 4 ways. And you just need to where's placeholder C? Usually.
Yeah.
Yeah. So
I'll be at A.
that's where Alistair would be.
Oh, you'll be 8? Okay.
Yeah, like healers have a separate group.
That's good.
Okay, so let's try that ABCD after we bait the X's.
He turned to determine where he was putting that. He didn't face a certain
It's
person.
definitely just a directional thing.
That one seems to be on the tanks at least.
You didn't get damaged at all, did you, Slanta?
I took some damage. I think. Yeah, I
Nice.
definitely.
This should be our east-west splits.
Oops.
Does he just do a 180 for the last hit?
Yes. It's 4 cleaves in front, 1 cleave behind.
Okay, so maybe we just need to just stay stacked until.
Until he starts casting it, yeah.
So yeah, don't move for your X's until he starts casting that move. And then we'll go to the sides.
So main tank can't be in the stack. Tam, what cooldowns did you pop for that?
None.
Oh, okay. Well, I popped Nebula and Rampart, so
I mean, I still took 270,000.
Maybe it's a party stack?
Well, I mean,
If it's
I was
200,
taking. I was
if it's
taking
just 200, then Laser X Sword is probably better. More comparable, I mean.
I took 270,000 when it was just me alone as well. So I don't know what's going on there.
We did have a bone stack.
270,000 in one hit.
Yeah.
All right, we'll try provoking. In the middle of it, it might not make any difference, but
Okay, so he moves when he starts casting it.
He faces the first direction when he starts casting it. Then we move to the sides, and then the last hit will go to the opposite direction he was facing for the rest of the hits.
Also, can we stack, please? Because this targets people.
Ah, okay. Nope, that's rip.
You're right, that is rip.
The other group died too? Oh, the other group also died. Okay.
what do people die to?
Over here, we got hit by 2 things. We got hit by both the stack and Ignis, which was the big AoE that was telegraphing the line.
That thing?
It's a red one. He does a red X right there.
Oh.
backside.
Oh wow. That's almost 180 degree cleave.
It is 180 degrees.
Yeah, if you're looking at it from above, he actually has cardinal, or very faint cardinal directional lines.
Move out to like here. Yeah, that
Okay, yeah,
fire
sure.
does damage around him as well, not just at
Oh, what? Why is the one facing that way?
Because
Who's charging?
Ignis Est is the red cast.
Oh, need to not
oh.
fall into that shit.
Oh,
That's an interesting take on the death wall.
Woo!
Loaded gun shield. I think we found the next expansion's new class. Shield Breaker. Ow!
That actually is a class in Grim Dawn. It's
Okay.
Oh, wait, what?
Alright,
Yikes.
well, that's loaded on our feet.
So fire is out, wind is in.
What a fancy cutscene.
You
Where
got
did
it?
he get all these new moves?
Okay.
That's great. I bet the tanks
Yeah,
have to
two
pick
tanks.
those up.
Yeah, you're gonna kill the thing as a... Yeah.
We're well versed in catching blades midair.
Clearly. And then we can attack a thing, a projectile that's coming at us.
Rule of cool,
mean-
man. Don't question it.
So I think the fires need to be stacked on the circle or just outside of the circle.
Clear these real quick. I'm gonna get a little bit closer. So these should be our places to stack, either during his to bait the things or to dodge the things, and then we can have other stack markers a little further out for.
I think for the first two party stack, we'll need to be on the inner circle ring or just outside.
Yeah, I think we can stack on like 1, 2, 3, or 4, probably safely.
Alistair is wondering if you mind, since he has markers for this fight.
Oh, yeah, I guess.
Ah, 1 and 2 seems like the adequate position for a split. Oops.
I'm getting a little tweaked here on how imprecise these markers are. Also, what's with these colors? It's fine. It's fine.
I copied them from someone in a pug, so sorry.
I gotta fix this. Dude. Unless the colors are somehow meaningful.
Yes, I'm sure you've.
That feels so much better.
I'm sure you've all noticed, but I don't remember the names. Ignis and the other one.
Ignis is
Those-
the fire.
I know Ignis is the fire. I just don't remember the name of the other one. But the actual point is that their radius is that inner ring there.
Yes.
Okay, let's get pull in. Even eat a food.
This is so much better than Ruby Weapon.
Well, watching her hatch every time.
Can I make a very odd request and ask that you face pull the next time? I want to know where the line is.
Oh, I mean, you can just face pull, without a countdown.
Right? I'm expecting people to science these things.
It should be on the C marker to create that.
He even repositions himself for us.
He walks
Alright,
so
bench.
fast.
Alright, what is this doing?
Later it will do a knockback.
Yep. I'm pretty sure the fire was a delayed loaded gun shield as well.
Why are those sort of...
Oh god, that next.
Yep, that definitely... Oh! Okay, you need to get hit diagonally for that, or you will hit the wall.
Surecast works on the knockback, by the way.
Oh, the fire
Oh,
goes out
good.
before the
Whoa.
pushback too.
This slow is miserable.
That doesn't look wonderful.
Oh, it is a provoke thing. Slinty, you
Oh my
were
god!
right.
Boom, boom, boom.
Oh yeah, you
Bro,
can only attack it from a certain direction, probably.
Yeah,
Aren't you glad they made Ravana shields affect magic?
This is gonna be the stay in.
So happy.
Oh yeah, they just spread out. Yeah. You can go to our
Okay, so you
waves.
stay in, then the thing happens, then you... Okay, we should do
Hey,
that
wait.
on we should all be on one side to bait where those fire puddles are going to explode, so that you could stay in melee range.
It seems like they go on
They just
top
explode
of
on you.
Yeah, they go on you.
Avoidable damage.
Are you sure it's not baited?
I was like,
Were you
in the
moving the whole time
corner.
and it hit you?
yeah, I was in a corner. Oh shoot, I'm supposed to. Oh, you get a whole minute. Oh wait, what?
Yeah, that's because the rest of us need, the rest of the people need to DPS the thing.
Well, no. If you click the buttons, you have a whole minute.
I realize I'm not a tank, but duty actions were the worst thing about Stormblood.
Oh,
All right,
we
that's
found it.
that's the pull
Thank you.
point right here.
Yes, I saw. Thank you.
Oh, I guess it's technically possible. What? What?
I think you were inside the circle.
Yeah, it looks like
I'm
you
looking at your
probably
corpse.
hit Ignis.
You gotta
Ah.
stand on the outside of the ring.
Well.
X's stack.
Get to the diagonal and use your anti-knockback.
Get out.
The anti-knockback was too soon. That's the anti-knockback. It's after the fire effects.
I think it's his charge bar.
Yep.
There's a charge bar.
Yeah, he's got a little charge bar that appears when he does like so watch after you cast that. The charge bar?
The charge bar.
It's charging up right now, it's yellow.
You're talking about the cast bar?
No.
No, charge
It might
bar.
be-
Don't attack
There's
from
directional
north
sides.
south.
Oh my
It's-
fuck.
No, there's a charge bar. It's only visible after he casts a gun shield. It's
Cool.
very annoying.
Here. Here again. No.
So I'm getting
Charge.
serious lag. It's like absolutely a slideshow. Probably do 90k. Oh,
This is gonna be the stay in.
As you understand.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it hits you no matter what. It's not big.
I got hit for 229,000.
It gives you
By
a
something.
fireball, people.
I'm pretty sure Ignis gives you the not Ignis something. The wind might give you the fireball. Something gives you fireball, and I don't remember what.
I think Fireball gives you a Fireball instead of
Uh,
attacks,
someone
you
needs to take
automatically
these.
die.
It's definitely the case.
Oh, you guys are doing it. Probably pop a cooldown before you do that.
Can we go over clocks again? Can I claim East for justice?
So what's going on?
What are you talking
Clock
about?
positions. He wants to review clock positions.
Around Aeos.
I mean, that would be the east, but where would I go instead?
Kanata? Are you usually south?
I'm usually west.
Okay. So those are our clock positions.
fire, or is that for everything?
Specifically for fire, but if it's ever relevant again.
Because I'm not going to assume that that's the case.
Get out.
I'm not going to try to let him out.
Yeah, don't. Yeah, he goes back to the middle.
Trying to look for this charge bar.
It's right up there now. Stack for the X's.
It's the same charge bar you get in Shinryu or any fight.
Oh,
Like-
oh. Yeah, I have. Okay.
Knock back. Get out.
It's lag. What the fuck's going on?
Yeah, that's not cleansable. Hey, good news, the shield snapshots.
Get the cutscene.
I should definitely save my second Phoenix for this part.
By the way, fire is not lasting for me.
It's hurting a lot. It's a lot.
Yeah, you need to heal the tanks and everyone else.
So
Plenary indulgence was made for that phase.
I think that the tanks are actually close enough that if you stand in the middle and you hear through yourself, it'll hit both tanks.
Probably.
He might do it randomly later, but has he always done the fire first and then the air?
He does
Yes.
2 fires, then the air.
The order of the first ones are definitely all the same.
Also, just to reiterate, the shield snapshots, so take care.
Stacks out. Electric gun shield.
What is giving the charge on this? Is it just
It's the gun shield.
No, I'm saying like, what is causing the charge to go up, or is it just doing it on its own?
Pretty sure it's just a timer.
It's just a timer. Get out.
You're standing in the fire.
Knock back.
Well, I might have been in the fire, but you're the one with the bolt stack, so...
Yeah, I got hit by one of the arrows. It was pointed,
Put an X on D.
says it was pointed due east, which threw me
I
off.
put one in the wrong spot.
Don't attack, then front back. This is the spread.
Well, first he's gonna do the wind thing, right?
Win, but you need to be spread at the end of the charge.
Yes, at the end.
The laser sound.
Yeah, the fire explosions give you the fire damage. So you cannot take more than one at a time.
Yeah, you don't need tier 3 for this. The damage isn't very much.
Damage on tanks is kind of excessive.
The tanks are the big.
You say that, but people
you and I are dead.
Well, you died because I ran out of MP. Because I didn't have very much after raising.
very
I also don't have energy left. And I,
And before you see thin air, that was on cooldown because I had to raise someone after I raised.
X's.
just one's a little diagonal.
This is going to be wind.
What?
Stay in.
Oh, okay, he had a directional shield at the same time.
Provoke.
reds and like 10s.
This is going to be the spread. Spread out.
There are things on the side of the arena as well. And a stack marker. Stack is 1.
Oh, we probably need to be at like.
We're gonna need to go north-south for that.
Yeah, those 1 and 4 were safe.
What do you want to bet that the safe column will be randomized?
I think it's probably going to be a safe column or a safe row, and it will probably either be 1 and 4 or 2 and 3, or maybe even D and B, but maybe 1
I'm
and 2.
just gonna hope. I'm just gonna hope that it's always north-south, just because, well, I don't want to have to sprint across the arena diagonally.
If that one was all the way east.
Be careful during that fire and loaded gun shield, because that's the one where we will need to spread and stay out of the middle. And there's a line AoE going towards one of the 8 cardinals, so somebody's going to need to squeeze.
What? Say that again.
So at the part we were just at, he does the Ignite, which is the fire, which you need to be out for. But it also does a line attack, which will be targeted at one of the 8 directions. And whoever it's targeted at will need to squeeze to the left or the right.
Okay.
As well as the 8-way or the mechanic where everybody gets targeted by the missiles goes off.
Based on the size of the AoE, if we bait the line south and the person is here for Alistair's stack, for example, I'm betting that this is probably safe if you just want an arena reference point.
So when the fire missiles go out, is there any help of that?
The fire is just loaded gun shield.
No, not the like circle fire around the middle. The fire missiles.
After he casts Ignis, I don't remember Ignis Ventus.
The missiles are loaded gun shield.
He cast loaded gun shield a lot more than the missiles go out.
He has a charged gun shield, which is different.
He has electrified gun shield, loaded gun shield, and reinforced gun shield. Electrified is the knockback, loaded is missiles, and reinforced is Ravana shield. The closest thing to a tail is the charge bar, which I really wish would just stay up.
X's. Tank provoke. Fire. Stacks out. Charge mechanic. X's. Knockback and fire out. Ravana shield after the charge. Tank provoke.
Drop. What's out?
Gateway spread after the charge. Wind in.
Oh, this is the big march of 6 minutes.
How much gauge do you have?
Gauge who?
Oh, I was on the wrong side.
You really ruined everything. Oh, 30 seconds almost to be back.
Electrified, that's the knockback.
Yep. After the charge. Reinforcements.
Oh, geez.
Some adds. These tethers probably need to go to tanks.
Oh, no,
No,
I think this head is going to break. Oh.
That was the knockback. I got the res. Oh fuck, that's Hada Ast or whatever that's the
I'll say, whatever.
healer LB3. Ah.
This is going to be the 8-way spread. And get out. Stacks.
Oh, he's so dead.
My turn.
So I'm wondering if it would have gone better if I had gotten up, but at the same time, when you cast that, it was directly in the path of the fire laser. Then he summoned
Yeah, you probably would have been involved.
clubs on the wall.
Trust and res immunity.
So I think 2 and 3 and 1 and 4 are going to be the stack points for the
Haven't
for that part.
trusted. I haven't trusted res immunity since the X death, and apparently I can't talk tonight.
So apparently after the
Yeah, it goes through res immunity X death. That was top keck.
after the
Reset.
Does somebody want to save this layout? I don't have enough empty slots.
Sure, just do it.
Okay.
so after that phase transition, it looks like he does random mechanics. Or not, maybe not random, but like he'll choose from like a set of
One of
mechanics.
a subset.
Yes.
It's like, I've taught you all the mechanics. Now, can you execute the mechanics just by the cast bar?
BRB.
Well, not all the mechanics. Reinforcements is new, which I'm betting probably tank things.
I think that was part of the. I think that was part of the electrified set of mechanics.
No, reinforcements is the bits.
Yes, I know, but we didn't
Oh,
get
you mean
those.
part of the set?
Yeah, it's part of the set of mechanics that he does. I mean, yeah, we don't see it in the first part. So do the tanks need to grab those tethers, or were the people okay that grabbed them?
I don't remember who ended up taking them, but I would guess it's probably intended for the tanks because most are.
I think I took like 60,000 damage with Rampart up. Or Nebula up. 65,000 damage or something.
I didn't get the other tether.
Let me know when you're back, Tyler.
I didn't see how much health the other person had, but I did watch the other person who had it explode. And I got a debuff, so presumably you can't take 2.
Oh, you certainly can take 2. It will let you.
I mean, it doesn't seem like if I remember correctly, it would be impossible for DPS to live if they had a shield or something.
Back.
my toes are getting a little chilly. Some socks.
Give me a second. I need to go use restroom.
Whee! So I would consider playing Final Fantasy XI, except that Lalafell are so much cuter than, what are they, Tataru or something like that?
Taru.
Taru.
Why are you discussing 11 now?
Because Facebook keeps advertising it at me. I don't know why. I don't know why this sudden resurgent Final Fantasy XI spending for
Because it's the
advertisement.
anniversary. It's the anniversary month.
I see. 18 years of adventure.
The Vaniversary, if you will. Yes, that is what they call it.
I don't get it.
Because the world is Vanadil.
I get it.
FF11 is a game that I've considered trying multiple times, and every single investigation into it turns me off just because of speed.
Yes. I've played 18-year-old MMOs. They were not as good as MMOs today.
It is incredibly fast to level, and it has been for over 10 years.
Granted, I haven't in the last few years, but I don't mean leveling speed. I mean speed of play, I guess you'd say.
It depends on the jobs. Some jobs are slower than others. But also, because it is the Vaniversary, you can buy the game and all of the expansions and everything for $10.
Oh god, that's like Steam sale level of FOMO. I'm like, but I'm never gonna play it. It's like, but it's only $10. I'm like, why am I giving money to people for things they didn't earn? I'm like, but it's only $10. That's okay. I know for a fact that I have other things that are higher on the priority list. So I can, in good conscience, pass. Creepy Lala face poking out of your dress.
Just the horn.
Is that a Lalafell in your skirt, or are you just happy to see me?
Random trivia. In Guild Wars 2, the smallest size Sura could actually fit completely inside the leg of a max-sized Norm.
trying to remember what game it was. Oh, that's why, because I had some selected. I'm like, why am I not rotating? I rotate. Can't remember the name of it. Like it wasn't Blade and Soul, was it? It was like the character design had like a gloss slider, so you could look like you're just permanently oiled up all the time. But also, like, the art director was like, you know what? Fuck it. We'll give them sliders for everything. If they want to make their like tiny ass whatever 18 inches tall, let them do it. Whatever. Like, just the amount of variance between the largest version of a particular race and the smallest version that you could get was enormous. Like, most art directors are like, no, that would look bad. Can't let players have options that will look bad. Go. I gave Konata a summoner boner. You look down at it.
What happened in town?
Boys.
Fell in.
Must have, yeah, you know. Must have been bad when he got there.
He's going to have to call a plumber. Or a janitor.
All right, I'm back.
10 pounds lighter.
At least.
I made a quesadilla for dinner, and it was not healthy.
Did it make you 10 pounds heavier?
Somehow, a pound of food made me 10 pounds heavier. Yes. It's like, let's have some tortilla. Tortilla, which are, I remind you, flour and lard, basically. And then let's cover it with cheese and bacon, peppers and onions that are fried in that bacon, and more cheese, and then butter the outside, put them on a grill.
Our answer is set to that now.
Speaking of enormous burritos, if you're ever out in this direction, I recommend Torero's. They have a $5 lunch special that's physically larger than a small child.
Okay, so you say that like a joke, but there's actually a burrito place in Seattle that advertises.
That was not intended to be a joke.
Like, their actual advertisement is, it is the size of a large baby.
No, that was not intended to be a joke. A company I used to work at was very fond of them because it was a $5 deal for basically 4 meals.
X's. Fire and knockback.
Fucking knockback. Oh, that thing doesn't have any health at all.
No, any damage will clear it.
However, this slow is the worst thing in the world. This is worse
Oh, yeah,
than
it's bad.
Shield. East west. Or north south, I mean.
South.
Wind. And spread. Oh, he moves if I move.
Next is him jumping up into the sky and doing
Yep.
sky attack. Like a loser. In the sky. Whoosh. You dare defy me? That's what it sounds. Piteous worms, there will be naught left of you but ash.
Catch him.
Yeah, I'm helping.
Fun and engaging gameplay.
You have no idea what it's like for tanks. We don't even get with health farms.
I mean, you can just mash the any key.
Where's the any key?
Yes. This is the knockback.
This will have the ads.
Kill the ads because I guess we kill the ads?
Should be on the right-hand side of the map, probably.
Oh yeah, we should be on 1, 2, or 2, 3.
So we need to get over there.
Oh my god, the knockback! It's like, I'm telling you what I'm gonna do, but it's gonna take 30 seconds for you to do it. Just so you forget. So you forget what's going on.
Oh, shit.
Alright, well, we did this
Yeah,
one.
I forgot about the knockback because I was trying to figure out where all the rest of you were going.
Alright, so it's, he starts casting Electrified Shield. Then he summons the ads. It has the tethers. Tanks pick up the tethers, and then we have to get to one side of the arena.
Well, then we have to kill the other ads. Then we get to the one side of the arena.
Sure, I guess you would, like, whatever, ranged.
Maybe range kill the ads.
Did you know that the,
I have a curiosity now, so just hopefully it'll never come up. If someone's jailed when that cleave goes out, could you not break them out until afterwards? I'm wondering.
Well, you just died in 5 seconds, so you'll die either way.
Oh, does the jail have a timer?
Yep, it's about 5 seconds.
That's a lot more than I was thinking it was.
It's like 2 GCDs.
X's. 180. Tank swap. Fire out and stack. X's.
The knockback.
Fire knockback. Tank stuff. Oh, wait, I'm sorry. Reinforced gun shield first.
Starts the reinforcement.
Now tank stuff. Shields coming up.
Yep. Sides. Good gun shield.
Wind in. And spread. Intermission.
Is that what you're doing? Exciting.
Literally one finger gameplay.
Insert some lewd allegory here.
Alright, this is going to be the fire and spread. Center is safe.
Column.
Probably don't need to go that far away from the boss. Sorry about that.
Probably not for that one.
Tank stuff.
We'll probably recenter in just a second. You'll probably recenter in just a second. X's.
Arrows.
There will be no compliance today.
Apparently he doesn't recenter. Apparently he stops being nice after the first.
This is
This is the in.
Be in.
in. And the knockback shields.
Mona, homie.
Tank up. Alright, he recentered.
About darn time.
Electrify. This is the knockback.
Knockback.
Then the reinforcements. And look for the safe call.
Center is safe.
Not bad.
$180.
Oh, got shield.
Disengage? Sounds like a move.
Range. This is like,
Second. Oh, jeez. We should probably
Oh.
spread out.
Yeah, that looked like a spread.
That was fast.
I was like, well, this is very A11, right? This is very cruise chaser, but this time I will remember the knockback during the ad phase.
No, you won't.
Now I'm going to do it just to prove you wrong, Dad.
X's. $180. Tank stuff. Fire in stacks. Charge with knockback at the end. X's. Fire.
Oh, that went up.
I'm just calling it when I see the cast bar. It comes off a little bit like.
I'm aware of that. I never quite figured out when I guess the circle just goes off.
Whoa! What?
Yeah, three stacks was.
There's the shield.
Were some of the X's not lined up correctly?
They were not.
loaded gun shield. So, and bait the wind. Alright, well. Get in and get ready to bring in your direction.
Knock that.
Explosion. Cool cutscene time.
Ads.
Safe spot. Safe spot is on the 2-3 east side. They're ready for knockback. Knockback now. Remember, Dad.
180.
Yeah, get behind him. Get behind him again. Ready for gun shield or something like that.
It'll be one of the gun shields. Loaded gun shield, so this will have to fire and then get out. Be south. Outside edges are safe.
1-4.
Oh yeah, 1 and 4.
Oh, it was nice knowing you, Midori.
I'll save you! Oh, wait. I tried.
I'll deal with the tank thing and then raise Carrot. Slow raise, I mean.
That slow walk speed, Cam.
You walk so slow.
Got a res.
X's.
That's be fun.
Those are pointed everywhere. Good luck!
Shield, knockback.
Get in.
I was in.
Was? Him being off center does really weird things.
Kill arrow.
Alright, Jen, spread out. Spread out.
Don't. This is probably. That's a stack.
Far
This is the spread.
Magitech Spark is the spread. Torch is the stack.
A real low cast bar.
I'll have Lucid in a sec, so I'll be able to get Midori eventually.
Midori's up.
I'll get Alistair.
Alistair. That's who I need. Names are hard.
This will be the missiles.
Oh, he's
And
gonna
a
spin in a
spin.
circle, but spread out. What the? Okay, or not. Maybe it's not that at all. Maybe he's just gonna fucking put puddles under us and attack literally every direction.
Missile.
What the fuck is going on?
They're going off now.
I'll just res people and I'll die. Yeah, that works.
I have 10 seconds left for res. Or
Ads.
quick cast.
Second.
Around B is safe. I still don't know what this mechanic is doing.
Oof.
Those are player targeted, I'm pretty sure.
Yeah, they start from your original position,
Yeah.
and then
The first one drops the puddles, it looks like.
and then the line AoE comes after. Okay.
I mean,
So-
I think the one where
Made
you
those
target
happen.
that first one rotates as he said it does.
Okay, so there are 3 sets of conals, and on the first one, puddles are dropped under everyone.
Yeah, so I think we need to drop all the puddles directly underneath him, unless you take damage from that hit, and it's a splash damage, which means that everyone would take all 8 hits or whatever. But yeah, no, I'm pretty sure we start out dropping the puddles directly underneath him, and then we run to our 8-way directions.
I don't know what the spinning thing is, though.
So each line targets that player, and then it'll just spin a little bit into that direction. So like, say I was standing at D, the first line will be towards D, the second line will be towards 4-ish, and the third line will be towards C-ish.
Okay.
But it's a little less than a full 8th turn.
I don't think we should stack the cleaves. So, can I suggest we drop the puddles away from the boss and then just move in as a clock? They're pretty narrow, so I'm thinking that you can probably fit between them easily.
Yeah, if we rotate 1/16 turns, we should all be good.
Well, so what we would need to do is, at the start of that, run out in our 8-ways. And drop them on this outside ring, and then run in.
And we just all panicked because the safe side was on one side.
Yep, but turns out that line goes way after. It's like, when is this
I
gonna
wish those
happen?
had a cast bar.
That might have been the charge.
I thought his charges were just his gun shields.
No, that was the missiles.
Oh, that's the
I
missiles?
believe that.
Yeah, the charges are gun shields. So I just wish the wall things had like.
Yeah. Because they were just
That'd be
charging
nice.
there for like forever. And they're like, are they gonna go off? Or are they gonna go off? Ah, everyone's dead. Oh, they went off.
Actually, the fact that there's only one safe spot there means we probably don't want to go to our 8-way.
No, we totally can go to our 8-ways and then do literally all the mechanics and then go to the safe spot.
There did seem to be a lot of time.
Yeah, I'm getting a Seiryu vibe in that it puts out 15 telegraphs at the same time, but then it takes ages to actually do anything.
X's. 180.
Almost 180. Quite spicy.
Tank.
This fight's really annoying with my opener.
Fire in stacks. Charge. X's. Wind. Or fire, I mean.
Knockback soon.
Tank.
Front back. Missiles. I'll be in Kanata. Now out.
It's gonna be the ads.
Safe is on the 1-4 side. Get ready for knockback. Knockback now.
One eighties.
Back. Get on the back. In the middle. This is the missiles. back, get out, the fire when that happens.
1-4.
So I don't know if we want to do our 8 ways or what, but the way that needs to go is we need to drop the missile puddles and then get onto the safe side.
I don't think there might be room to line up vertically, but I think it's probably questionable.
Well, right there, the beam was facing southwest, so Tilly moved from there to D, so I moved a little north. Turns out we're still too close.
We need to try to bait the beams as best as possible, but we can also just have someone like we can have people go a little further diagonal. Like, you can have someone dodging with a fire right here, and you can have someone else like over here.
It should always be south, though, shouldn't it?
Should be,
Yes,
but not always.
it should always be south. And even if it isn't south, yeah, we should still have enough room to spread out. But
whenever it's been south, is my position, which is, I guess now I understand why yours wants to switch. There is time to dodge the circle, either the fire or the air, and then move into position for the loaded. Like, there's plenty of time.
Yeah, I think for that one we just need to make sure that our timing is precise, where we are close to the middle ring. We do our little fire explosion thing while dodging out, and then we collapse on the safe side in the 2 stacks. Now the question is, are the stack markers always on tanks or always on healers?
I think they're supposed to be on healers, since I've gotten it every time I was alive, which is so far most times.
So it would be Kanata stacking on 1 and Nira stacking on 4, with the people who are on the north side / south side.
Yes, but I don't think you need to go quite all the way back here to keep them separate. But yeah, general directions.
Well, if that's the safe column, we just need to make sure that we have 2 puddles that are in those general areas.
No, I need the X and Y axis of where we're going to be standing. The numbers.
No, it's also
Please.
But the thing is,
the stack marker should be hitting 1 or 4 or 2.
But the thing is, it's not always an edge. We've had it a couple times where it was a middle row, so I believe the row is random.
So anyway, people in the north split will be Kanata, Salenta, myself, and Midori. Correct?
What?
When we're doing, sorry, not Salenta, Tam. Salenta's in the south stack.
Yes. I was like, well, then Tam would be backwards the whole time.
All you tanks look alike.
One's a Lalum, one's not a Lalum.
Like when you 2 were tanks together.
Lala tanks.
Wow.
And everybody was in pink.
We were really cute together, Garrett.
But more like siblings and not like
Yeah.
Step siblings.
Just potatoes from another farm.
X's, then 180s.
Oh, I completely derped.
Okay, split right.
Fire. X's are coming up.
In position until the ignis.
Up. Get ready for knockback.
Knockback.
Knockback now.
Charge, then tank stuff.
This is for the knockback sheet. Stop attacking. Sides. Rim south. And then cutscene.
I almost wish that I didn't have to hit this little, even these few buttons. So I could like get up and get a drink.
I know, right? It's like can't actually leave.
Can I request that people don't stand near the things that we need to click on?
Sorry.
Almost 30k there.
It's going to be the fire with the stacks at the end.
Oh, you fucking did it afterwards.
Okay, not quite on 2.
Center whenever you can.
Trying to. Your
Oh,
turn.
I'm really glad that's not as big as the animation.
He moves
It
so
was big
slow.
It was definitely big enough.
he's gonna sit here.
X's.
Face him north if you can. is in.
Wind.
And the shield. Directional shields.
I think I triggered that with my auto attack. What?
You're gonna home gang.
Yes, I refreshed Dia, did an auto attack, and that hit the shield. That was special.
This would be knockback after ads. Safe spots in the middle. Ready for knockback now. Get
180s. Forward.
Alright, stack in the middle.
Spread. Split.
Spread out.
Now sack.
I'll get Kanata.
Get ready for Fortress.
Loaded, this is the missiles. Alright, so get out to your 8 ways on the outer ring and move in now. Nope, that's still too much.
Okay, I see how that cycles now.
Oh, and then I got fucking killed by, I don't know, missiles.
We didn't get out. All of us didn't get out. No,
Yeah.
don't.
So he drops the puddles, like, after the cast bar finishes, considerably after the cast bar finishes.
So should we rotate with our cones and then just move out from the position where?
Yeah.
I'm gonna be honest. It doesn't look like those cones actually hurt. As long as you're not getting hit by multiple people's cones.
Roll stacks.
What was that?
Roll stacks.
I
wasn't getting any Vuln stacks.
Really?
Maybe I was dodging. I don't know. But we can also do a thing where we just like juke, like this. Or we can go where we all go 1/16 of a rotation every time. But it requires everyone to be on the same page, because I noticed that Tam was just like, he was just north the whole time. So when I tried to rotate around, I ended up behind Tam.
I didn't know how much I had to rotate.
Is it snapshotting our position, right, and then just keeping that fan pattern the whole time, or not?
I believe it is.
So then we have to. Do we have to get hit by the first one?
Yes, we will be getting hit by the first cone.
So ostensibly, where we're standing is safe the next time,
Yeah, you don't get hit by 2.
right? And then you
I'm
just move
actually-
into the place that just was dark. You just keep shifting over, right?
Yeah, well, what I was seeing is I think you probably get hit by the first one, just move back, and if you run in a straight line at the boss 2, won't hit you.
And then you just run to where it was just hit, right?
Yeah.
So
Yeah. But then you can step to the side against the rotation for the third and step back for the fourth, it looks like, I think.
Okay. Well, once again, the attacks are lines from him, except for the first one. The first one's a puddle. So
Well,
it's a cone.
it has a cone with the
Yeah.
But that one doesn't do damage. It just drops the puddle.
I got hit by damage.
Okay, that's irrelevant. It's irrelevant. The point is, the first one we're dropping a puddle, and we're running in. And then we're going to have to... We are all either going to have to move in the same direction to dodge each of the following cleaves every time, or back and forth.
Look
So
who
if
just
we're doing-
logged in.
Right on time. If we're doing back and forth, then everyone is sort of responsible for their own pie slice, and you need to be out of your pie slice when that loaded goes off. If we're going in a circle, then we need to make sure that we all move the same rotation each time. Which do you guys think is easier? Being responsible for your own pie slice, or making sure that you rotate a one tick of this every time a line goes out? Looking for feedback.
I'm okay with the everybody rotating.
Okay, so it's going to be the first one happens, we run in, and then we immediately rotate. The second hit's going to attack where your puddles were.
So no, the second hit won't, because the puddles and a cone go out at the same time.
Yes.
So the second cone you won't have to move for because it'll be safe.
Okay, so we drop, for instance, puddle at 4 and run in. Second attacks go out.
Then we start
Third
to
attack.
rotate.
Fourth attack.
Yep.
How many attacks are there total? 4?
I believe.
So if it's, let's suppose we start here. 1, 2, 3, 4. You should be 1/8 rotated from where you started for the explosions. And it should be on this ring. This ring is like as close as you can get without overlapping explosions. Is that fine with everybody?
Yep.
All right, let's do it. But we have to
Reset.
I'm willing to try it. I would personally rather just wibble wobble in a spot.
We can dance if you want to.
We can leave your friends behind.
I'm just saying, Neris and I are like in the same spot, so if we want to dance around that, it's up to you. I'll dance around it with you.
problem is
I'm not losing any casts.
The problem is everyone has to do the same thing, or else there will be a pileup on one side. Like 2 people can't agree.
I mean,
Well,
I'm really wanting.
He doesn't aim them at us again.
you know, yeah, the first pattern is the only pattern, and he just keeps shifting that same pattern. So
I'm talking about for the explosions. We have to be circled around him, spaced out for the explosions.
True.
Like that's like we either go drop the puddles, run in, run left, or drop the puddles, run in, run left, run right. And if you'd rather go in left and right, that's great. I am all for that. We just need to make sure everyone's on board. Otherwise, we'll have overlaps of the things that are actually going to kill us.
quick question. Do you know how to load your settings if you save them to the server?
Yes. So on the character screen, well, there are two settings. and they're both accessed from roughly the same spot. When you're in the character select, up in the top right, there's going to be a little gear icon.
Yeah.
And it's going to be when you click on that, it's going to have backup settings, and then there's for your character, and then there's also settings for your client. So here,
Okay.
I'm
No,
gonna
we figured it out. We figured it out. Don't worry about it. He backed up the wrong settings.
Oh no.
You need to back
He
up
backed up
both.
the client settings and not the character settings. He says you
Well,
have to back up both.
Yep.
You have to back up both. The client settings are going to have things like your video card settings and your volume settings and your cross character macros and things like that. Your character settings are going to have all of your hotbars.
Yeah, your hotbars in particular, I'd recommend you grab out of your documents.
Yeah. He's gonna have to log in on the old computer on it though, I think.
Well, you don't have to log in on the old computer because you can actually just copy the files. So the files are located in my documents, my games, Square Enix. Let me just check to make sure. So my documents. Where's documents? Documents. My games, Final Fantasy 14: A Realm Reborn, and then it'll have folder underneath that called FFXIV.
Wait, you're going too fast.
All right, on his original computer.
Yes.
Documents.
My
games. Final Fantasy 14 hyphen A Realm Reborn.
Okay.
And then the 4 files that are located in that folder, those are your client settings. ffxiv.cfg, boot, Kara, OLN, whatever, macrosys.dat. Those are your client settings. And then there are separate folders that are like ffxiv _ chr and then some long string. And those are your character settings for your various characters. If you haven't made any changes on your new computer, you can just grab the entire contents of those folders, just copy the whole thing over, and relaunch Final Fantasy. Well, close Final Fantasy 14, copy them over, and
So close.
Close Final Fantasy, or it might resave your client whenever you log in, whenever you exit. Copy those files from your old computer to your new computer, overwrite whatever's there, and then relaunch Final Fantasy, and it will work. BRB. I want another small house now. Can I have someone's small house to decorate?
Oh.
Do you want to fix up my disaster?
Sorry, I lost it.
Kanata, I want you to know that if I decorate it, it might not be usable as a house anymore.
Why not?
Because it will have, like, stuff in it. Like, I'm not going to decorate it to look like, here's a little cozy dining area, because that's too obvious. That's pedestrian level decoration.
I guess I can just use the FC house for house stuff then. Because I use this corner where I just shove all the things that are useful in a house. Like the summoning bell, the armor, the company chest, the, like, junk monger, like, All the NPCs, there's stuff right in the corner. That's like the only reason why it's useful.
Yeah, so I want to make another. So this is a lot easier to do in a small house because you have a relatively small space and a relatively high item count. But I kind of want to do another. I don't know if like a maze is the correct description, but I want to have a very dense experience.
Sure.
But if I do this, it's going to be after I'm done playing Animal Crossing.
Another health decorating game.
The other
I have this
house.
whole island to do. It's basically the same thing. It's the same game.
Just let me know, and I'll just pick everything up and shove it in my apartment.
In your storage.
Hey,
Have an
Carrot.
apartment. Anyway, what was that?
Did you say there was something for ground targets?
What do you mean?
To where you won't click off the boss if you're doing a ground target?
You can disable untargeting with ground click.
Where's that option at?
Under System, Character Configuration. Let's see here. Where was that? I had to look real hard for that.
I believe it's in.
Because it's not under target.
So it's under Control Settings, under Mouse.
Yeah.
On mouse targeting, you just uncheck the box that says Enable clicking on field to remove target.
It's up at the very top. While you're at it, I would also recommend clicking off Enable clicking on Self, because that will switch your target.
That's
that's already off
by default.
But how do you select yourself then?
Click on your party list. It means you can't. It's not easy to select yourself when you are not in a party.
Yeah.
Like, why do I need to select myself when I'm not in a party? Also, you can use, if you haven't changed the hotkeys, F1 through F8 are select self and then select party member, blah, 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 blah. That will still work when you're not in a party to select self.
Yes, you can also still click on the party list.
An empty party list. You can click on yourself. You can also /target and your name.
Well, you can set the party list to display if you're solo.
Seems not useful.
I've actually done that just because, as a healer, that's where I've gotten used to looking at health. I don't think I've ever actually looked at my proper health bar since, well, quite a long time anyway. That said, I do want an option to disable clicking on other party members, since I can just select using the party list instead, and it does the very annoying thing when you're trying to place a ground AoE, like Sacred Soil, where instead of placing it, it will select your party member. And I want that to stop.
if you have AoE thing up, it should prioritize placing it, no? Also, carrot your lead.
I was looking through the character configuration.
Well,
Okay, so there's a thing called click filter settings under general target, and you can choose which things it will allow you to click on. So you can actually disable that, although it will disable clicking on them in all contexts, not just when you have grand AoE selected.
that's what the party list is for.
Anyway,
It's far easier to go to the party list than it is to try to click on someone on the field.
X's. $180s. Fire in stacks.
There's still the Ignis debate.
knockback soon. Knockback. Directional shield soon. Now. Going south. Face the wind south. Explosions. Cutscene.
It's gonna be missiles. Fire.
Explosions. And safe spots on the 2-3 side.
2, 3. Yep. And tank thing.
I'll try to drive back. Even though he's a slow ass bitch.
So
Dramatic.
slow.
RP walking.
That's fun.
This is the directional shield.
Yep. X's.
Arrows. In for air, and watch the directional
Wind.
shield. Directional shield, stop attacking now. Blech, what a direction.
There's a. Oh, jeez. It's fine.
I'm collecting all the stacks. Tank shit.
Oh, please.
I mean, he is going to then teleport back to the
Not
This is
bad.
the ads.
Middle is safe. Not back now.
Help.
180s.
Probably gonna do his cruise chaser thing.
It's first spread.
Well,
No.
No,
Stack.
stack. Now spread.
House right.
Get closer. Yeah.
There's no actual air here.
it's a pretty narrow line.
Yeah, it's a very narrow line. It's like the size of a character's hitbox.
This is missiles.
The fire. Wait.
Drop the puddle out, then run in. Now run in. Now step left, and then we're gonna step right. That was right, Tampa. I guess it doesn't matter. And explode. Then stack. Holy crap! Heal up! Heal up! Heal up! Tank stuff. Get away from tanks.
Maybe I'll be.
I would like to skip the second fortress, please.
Electrified. This is the knockback. Nope. Do it. Just do the mechanics. In. Step left. Step right.
Get to some
Here
spot.
comes the
Or
Yay!
not.
Luckily our DPS was not garbage.
Clearly that was a one shot, right?
Mm-hmm.
Oh god, it drops. Okay, that's fine.
Well, you've got totems and it drops coffers. What?
How many totems do you get?
2 totems
2.
per kill.
How many do you need per item? Per
3
18.
for head, 5 for body and
18 per
pants.
piece?
No, 18 total.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Whew.
And it's 480 here.
Yes,
This
it's
is,
your diable
It's
relic.
relic gear.
Yeah.
Diable relic.
So it might be able to be upgraded at some point. Who knows?
Oh, like the last set that
No,
wasn't able
the
to
last
be?
set- yeah. The weapon was upgradable through the whole thing, but the armor stopped, and then they added a second set of armor that was ugly
That's
looking
true.
at the end.
So ugly. So disappointing, that set of armor.
I'm like, I will buy this armor, and then immediately glamour over it.
I don't even remember what this looked like. Probably because it was so disappointing.
You could use it for another class.
Yeah, I guess so. Or not.
73. Wow.
Alright, do people want to run that again, or are we done? It is 10 o'clock.
I'm fine with going again. I kind of like the white mage set.
Alright, hit yes if you're going in again.
That's it. I'm well aware people have to sleep.
Saturday, come
It's the
on.
weekend.
Midori's like, Psh, I already graded my finals.
No, their finals are due next week.
Oh, that wasn't finals. Okay.
No, they had to extend our semester like by 3 weeks because they held off for 3 weeks trying to get everything online. So
3 weeks to get everything online.
I don't think it needed to take that long, but that's how long they gave us. So there was also like mandatory training for. There are some adjuncts that are a little on the elderly side that I think don't use computers for any of their classes. So
I can see delay for moving a normally offline class in my experience, which granted was a while ago. Even classes that were supposed to be online were not very well supported as such.
yeah, and this our whatever our software is pretty stupid. So
Out of curiosity, how are they handling labs?
I don't know. I teach English.
Fair.
Yeah, I have no idea.
We're going to mail strips of magnesium
If-
to each person's house.
Nah, if it's like
Here's
this
all
one
the
guy
supplies.
in my FF11 link shell, who's in college. What they do is they watch a live stream of a GA doing the lab, and then write something about it.
That's possible. There's a lot of there's been a lot of streaming stuff. So
That's probably safer than what I was going to joke about.
But like at the university I went to, there's literally no excuse for any delay in going online because the resources for every online class are used for every in-person class.
our administration gives us a lot of freedom with how we structure our classes. So I guess that's nice, but then in this sense, it wasn't.
Arrows.
Wow. What happened there?
Well, you see, I forgot. And then I got hit by an X for reasons.
1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7 stacks.
Delicious.
Delicious. Wait,
See, these stacks make more damage happen.
I don't have my insta on inventory.
Sorry.
Oh, we can all share stacks. We all got stacks.
Sharing, caring.
Yeah.
Arrows.
And then it was
Prepare for a knockback in a time. Knockback soon. Off attacking. Side. Bait the air. Spread 2 directions. Explosions. I hit the fucking button like a fucking scrub because I'm not paying attention to what's gonna happen next. I'm not gonna have as much damage on this next part, but it's gonna be a problem.
Midori, what color is your chest piece?
The new one. Turquoise blue
Actual turquoise.
or teal? Yeah, like the.
Actual.
I'm really happy to finally have teal.
I did less damage on that phase. I think I might actually gain DPS by using Phoenix. The knockback one. Not the knockback one. The
That was
downward
that.
shield.
It's a shield one.
Arrows. Wind and the knockback shield. Bouncy shield. Top attacks. Front back. Oh, I guess that's the side he's facing the side.
Thank.
Add.
Adds.
Stands for Automated Defense System. It's in the middle. Got your knockback skills. You can also push them in addition to things.
Swipe
180.
Cruise chaser stuff? No.
Not yet.
Got another one. Missiles. Alright, fire and missile. then stack. And stacks are on 2 and whatever.
I'll be south. Select that. Oh, jeez. That's
No
fine.
problem. It's fine. It's fine.
I'm fucking so salty right now. What the hell is that?
How did that hit you and not me? Yes, I'm very confused.
I thought that was a provoke mechanic.
It's probably the people too nearest to
No,
it.
it's just a split tank buster. I thought you
In
were
front,
Stack.
back.
I'm still fucking salty about that. Fred.
You know, all this time I've been thinking you were provoking to stop the main tank from dying to a stray auto afterwards.
Well, I thought it was just like the Eden thing.
No, there's no vuln.
No, it is clearly just based off of position.
It is a split damage, there's just no vuln.
Out, out, out. Run in. To the left. To the right.
Missiles,
LB.
tacos.
I'm getting the fuck behind this guy. I don't trust none of y'all. Yeah, it's probably actually an invisible like tether to whoever's closest to the current main tank. Right out. And
I was main tank.
Apparently, we don't need to switch for that.
oh, come on. It's not in the right spot.
What do you mean we don't need to switch for that?
There's no reason to switch for that. It's
The
just split.
Sidious?
Yeah.
Uh,
So I can stay main tank the whole time.
We've never lived if we don't switch. I don't know how that mechanic works. There's something that always felt a little off on it. Because it doesn't seem to explain why you don't die if I provoke, but you do die on the first hit if I don't provoke.
It might be 2 tank hits that are shared with the closest party member. And
I'm
so-
pretty sure it is a split buster, yes.
And it might apply a debuff I didn't check to see.
There is no debuff. Not that I can see.
It's something slightly.
I would say though that if you don't swap, I think it would make more sense to put Harder Stone on Tam. Just for the little extra mitigation.
All right. If you're leaving Alistair, thanks for coming.
Yeah,
Do you know if
anytime.
placeholder wanted to run this at all?
Wait, what?
There is a guy in our group named Placeholder.
Oh, I thought you meant.
We're
like,
just keeping him
oh.
around until we find someone to replace him.
Oh, I. No, I have a static. I don't think I think I missed the question. I'm very sorry.
It's okay. There's a ping, Stevie.
Oh no, his name is
Name is
literally
placeholder.
Placeholder.
We're just
Oh, I
joking
thought
about-
you guys
Yeah.
meant like he's just here for now, and I'm like,
No.
I don't know
No.
how to respond to this.
No,
It's 'cause
he was joking.
Oh, okay.
It's because he's a black mage.
Oh, okay, got it. Oh, Well, glad you guys cleared.
Yep, thanks for coming.
Yeah, of course. Anytime. Have a good night.
So yeah,
Night.
You know,
Yeah, this makes me ask. So in August, are you changing your character's last name to Placeholder, or are you making Placeholder change his last name to Nava?
I would not change my name to placeholder. Wait a second. Okay, fine, whatever.
Nope, no explanation. He
Nope,
gets
let
on.
him get in.
No,
He's
that's not what I meant. I meant I was like in a different menu, like looking at my retainers.
Oh, you can feel free to cancel out. That's fine. We're not going to get a penalty.
Oh.
I just thought it's funnier if we just invite him and then go into the instance. No explanation.
Oh,
Well, yes.
Has he been
He was watching a little bit. He was a little bit. He only watched he watched our clear, so that's kind of it.
All right, placeholder. No fucking up. I'll explain everything that you need to know. Your 8-way is southeast. Good to go.
on the bright side, he's guaranteed not to miss any bait.
It's true. This fight involves a lot of not moving, except for in the times where you have to move.
Okay, so I think the Tank Buster is like a 180-degree cleave, and it just takes the two people that are closest in that 180-degree cleave, maybe? Question.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it definitely is proximity based, because I have been very far away from you and have still gotten cleaved, but I was still like within that cleave, the closest one.
Is my microphone working?
It is.
Barely.
It's working.
What
Turn it up.
position did you say I was in?
You're in your normal spot.
Okay.
May we have waymarks, please? I'm gonna tell you when to surecast.
Or you're going to want to be stacked on C.
Yeah, we have to start stacked on C.
Actually, as a black mage, I would suggest that he start slightly behind C, because that way he can finish his cast when it baits the Ignis. If he's on C, there's a very good chance it'll be.
Oh, that's a bad place to drop your play lines, by the way.
No, it's fine.
No. If he's back here where I am, he's fine.
Get behind the box.
180s.
Okay. Well, no, it's fine. You just lose it for a sec.
And then get back.
You don't want to stand there.
That's what I'm saying. Real bad place.
Now you should. Yes, thank you.
You're stacking on B, placeholder, but stay outside of the
A
range.
little farther back.
Get back to C. You're gonna have to stop attacking when this charge bar fills up. I'll call it out.
Oh, this is electrified.
Oh, this is electrified. Never mind. This is the one with the knockback. You're gonna get to your 8-way for this. Get to your 8. Oh, after the Ignis is baited.
That's
That's
fine.
on me. And then anti-knockback now.
Oh, that's a whole bunch of bullcrap.
This is the one where you stop attacking with the Ravana shields. Stop. ready to stop attacking. Alright, front backs. Missiles. Bait the air attack. Get your 8 ways. This time be in the circle.
And then once it goes off, get it.
You could be at max distance inside the circle. Alright, don't do any cooldowns. He's gonna disappear. Target dummy coming in now. I lose 2 GCDs on that now. Missiles again. Fire. Get outside the circle, spread 8 ways. And then we're gonna go to 1, 2. Sorry, 2, 2, 3. And that tank cleave. And then RP walk to the middle or something.
Oh.
Jump.
No, I think it's for electrified he does.
Indeed, the
Thing. Reinforcements, okay, never mind. Things tethers. Load the ads. Middle is safe. Prepare for anti-knockback soon. Anti-knockback now. Get
180s.
behind him. Behind him. Ravana shield. Wind. Apples or arrows. Then wind faithful. Alright. Now watch out, stop attacks. Sides. Shit. Then he's gonna do his nurse chase. Alright, placeholder can stay south, but only placeholder. Alright, stack in the middle. Alright, spread out to the fan.
Placeholder's like literally middle.
Missiles. He's going to do the thing where you go to your 8 ways, drop the puddles. Step left. Step right. Back south. Sorry. After the
Healer limit, I guess. Or not. Maybe.
Tank shit. The knockback one. Back south with arrows. Get out. So this is knockback.
Take is the left side? I just take it, whatever. Doesn't even hurt. Oh shoot.
Whatever.
Whatever.
Not even important.
Mechanics.
For card.
Have a chest. Coffer. I do not have legs. Coffer.
Has it been the same 3 every time?
No. It's done all 5. Just.
Hey, Slenta, are you okay with not tank swapping so we don't have to worry about switching position?
I don't. I was gonna look it up later. I didn't really want to change what we're doing now.
Because I'm pretty sure I survived.
All right.
Without tank swapping.
I'm the slowest one now.
Well, I mean, now you just need to get. Now the placeholder is a master at building computers. You just need to get him to build you a PC.
Master.
Nightmare that one. Like, probably close to 20 hours, all said and done.
What happened?
Just a shit show.
Where'd you get your parts from?
Miscellaneous places. Most of them came from Amazon event.
Did you go to PC Part Picker to build your computer before you ordered the part?
Yeah.
So I'm torn because on the one hand, I don't need gear for Black Mage, but on the other hand, it's pretty hella cute.
Glamour is the most important part of this game, so don't be torn.
Oh, so what you're saying is I actually need to run this like 30 more times.
Oh, yeah, I called it out last time. That was just for you. We're never going to call it that.
That seems to work.
Get outside. Back. D. Bait the arrow.
Bait the fire first.
Directions. Knockback prevention soon. Now. Attacking soon. Not attacking. Sides. Arrow. Or wind. Wings. Spread out.
To live is to fight? Should work.
That's like something a Garlean would say.
I mean, especially
Our enemies from the Garlic Empire.
what the hell just happened? I was 4 seconds slower.
I used my Phoenix earlier so I could get further into my rotation. On this part. The knockback for Revan Shield. The wind attack. That. Get your gateways. Stop attacking. Stop now. Get behind him and attack. Shit.
Maybe that's part of it right now, but he attacks backwards. Like, he hits me first.
It wouldn't surprise me.
Adds.
Also a proximity factor, given the other shenanigans this fight's pulling.
Left side is safe. Anti-knockback now. Behind him. then 8 ways.
Hit the fire first.
Fire. And then get out your 8 ways. And then get to the safe spot on the close to 1 and 4.
Tank stuff.
Do you have a rest point?
I'll have Swift in a sec.
Have Phoenix out. I can res.
I got him.
Torch
Sack.
The 8-way split with the puddles, line attacks and shit. Left. Right.
Oh, a trap.
It's a trap. Don't do it.
I'm just gonna steal this.
Nope, nope, that's knock.
40th.
Puddles way out. The left. To the right and anti-knockback now. The safe spot is by 1. Good enough. Ada?
Hmm.
You're the only one who didn't hit ready.
Didn't show up. I think I left the instance late.
No worries.
Does it show X or does it show a blank spot for me?
Just blank.
Exactly. I wasn't even there to do the ready check.
markers.
I was hoping we'd get a pull in without him.
Yeah, blank arena, as Yoshi P intended.
Exactly.
Oh, you know what? FF Blogs has entries for this, doesn't it?
It does.
Not the any minor here.
Does it just mean like fired? It's fired. Oops.
Enjoy the worst slow in the game. Win. Inside this one. Spread out.
You know what I would like? I would like it if it kept you if it killed you if you stepped in front of this. They're gonna have this ultimate attack and you walking into it.
You stepped out of the bubble.
Yep.
Ads. Perfect.
Safe side's gonna be on the 2 side. Knockback now.
180s.
Behind. Time. The Nirvana shield and wind south. Roll away. Now hit behind him. And wait. And stop DPS. Behind is safe.
You're gonna get hit by the arrow.
Tough. The fire and explosions. Safe is by 2. Chaser stuff next.
I wonder if there's a way to skip that.
Just do enough DPS. Torch.
Stack.
Little.
We would have to do considerably.
You okay there for the second? Oh,
Gas?
Oh yeah, if he's way in the back, Cure 3 doesn't hit him.
The range is a little less than 20.
I had known that
this
was
8-way
coming.
stop.
That man.
Directions. Up puddles. Step left. Right. So, explosions first. Explosions. Back up. Alright, we're definitely skipping the second one.
are we no fearing it?
Yes, no fear. There's nothing even to no fear, holy crap. Yeah.
Didn't get there.
Alright, I think that was my last one.
Okay. Thank you all for doing this and sticking around. Now I feel comfortable and confident jumping into pugs if I want to do this for some more. I hope enough people had the waymark positions, because mine are basically I can't ever do waymarks again until we're out
Next
of
raid.
Eden's first, and then they'll probably be used for that, or once we get out of T13. One or the other.
Oh, I have no plans. That's right. We did fucking main scenario fest last night.
I need to go to, where is it? It's in Nornvand. Ondo Cups.
I'm gonna head out as well.
Enjoy
Bye.